Valentine's Day is just past, and I'm not going to talk about that. Hello, everyone. Maddy Smyth here, character on the coming audio fiction series Keep Right, and today, your podcast host. Let's go be awesome. Valentine's Day, that special time of the year when paper hearts abound, birds sing, couples go frolicking out in the meadows, and single girls get together to eat chocolate and hate men. But I'm not going to talk about that. Nope, I'm not going to fall into that typical single person reaction to a beautiful day whose sole purpose is to rub salt in people's wounds. Nope, today we're going to talk about pencils. Now, I bet that you didn't know that pencils are far more interesting than Valentine's Day when you've got nothing to do because all your friends are frolicking out with their significant others. A pencil is a very practical item, unlike a day spent cutting out paper hearts and real ones. And you can get things done with a pencil, unlike a day that can only be semi-productive because of...
We interrupt to bring you this breaking news report. In the eastern town of Seussville, Mayor McBlarney has just made Valentine's Day illegal. Yes, no more paper hearts for the citizens of this charming little town in the middle of nowhere. McBlarney has also made illegal everything in connection with the holiday, including greeting cards, chocolate roses, pink construction paper, meadow frolicking, boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, dating, courtship, and marriage.
That's ridiculous! How does a nutcase like that even get elected? Don't answer that. But man, where does a guy even get an idea like that?
This just in. Mayor McBlarney got the idea for his law from a podcast. He said, quote, "What the hostess said just makes sense." On the brighter side of things, the mayor has just ordered a lifetime supply of pencils for the whole town. This is Ima Anchor for Channel 2.5 News.
Wow. So this means I have viewers? Cool! But how can a guy just up and outlaw...
Peanuts, get your peanuts.
Hey, who are you?
I'm a peanut salesman.
But what are you doing here?
Selling peanuts? What do you think I'd be doing here?
But why are you here?
To sell peanuts?
Well, this is random.
Don't you like peanuts,
You're not
lady?
supposed to
I have
be
a
here.
right
This
to
is my studio.
happiness.
It may be a free country, but you're not allowed to be,
Unconstitutional.
Breaking news. Sources have just discovered an underground movement which defies the harshest points of McBlarney's new law. A man, alias Luther Malin Ackerson, still performs the wedding ceremony for couples, and his wife, alias Laura, is wanted for indulging in wedding-related frivolity. Her picture has been up in the post office since she was seen late Thursday night, blowing bubbles.
Wow. Hey, have I heard this story somewhere before? Nah. Must be my imagination. Hey, you know what would be a great interview for this podcast? Me and that guy, Luther. Do you think you could arrange that?
I think so. It might take a minute. He's a fugitive, isn't he?
Hey, that sounds really cool. I wonder what it'd like to interview a fugitive in his native environment. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here with Seussville's favorite fugitive, Luther. Tell us what you're doing here, Luther.
Hiding from the law.
Well, that sounds fascinating. So if you're hiding all the time, how do you perform the wedding ceremonies?
Well, typically I'm sorry. I can't divulge that information.
How many would you say you've done under McBlarney's nose?
Well, I'd say about, I'm sorry, I can't divulge that information.
Are you planning on sticking around to keep your operation going?
You know, I was thinking what I could do was... I'm sorry, I can't divulge that information.
Yeah, I know. I see. Well, can you tell me what you've had for lunch today? Never mind.
They have gun and emitters. Careful!
Ah! Who are you?
I am Garland from Renard. Hey. Who are you? Where's Zen and Captain Dyke?
I don't know. My alias is Luther, and this is Madison.
Odd names? I must be in the wrong place.
You think?
Think there must be a dent in the spatial time field. I shall have to jerry-rig my blaster to emit subatomic particles capable of disrupting the field's polarity, thereby causing it to contract.
You do that.
Which shouldn't be too hard, because I still have my Lenin crystal from Creonin.
Yeah. That's very pretty.
It's science. Carry on.
Thanks. That wasn't just random. That was absurd. Man, what's with this podcast? What's with this note?
They want you to interview Mayor McBlarney.
That crackpot? Never. Hi guys, I'm here with Mayor McBlarney of Swissville. Thanks for joining us, Mayor.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's nice to be here where I know I would be criticized because of my decision about Valentine's Day.
What makes you say that?
Because you were the one who caused the decision. You were right. Valentine's Day is unfair to those who are alone. Therefore, I've decided to make it fair. Now everyone will be alone.
Well, I didn't mean it quite that way.
It's nothing but a waste of time and a useless frivolity. Pencils. This is where life really happens.
Look, I didn't mean it that way, Mayor. I was just worked up. Valentine's Day is good.
You've been talking to that Luther fellow, haven't you?
It's just how it works, you know. Singles may feel alone, and that's sad, but, yeah, I mean, we don't get upset at a friend's birthday party because it's not our birthday, do we?
I do.
Whatever. Most people wouldn't outlaw birthdays because of that. All I know is that trying to keep people apart is like fighting how God made the natural order of things. If you try to run things differently than how things were made to be run, then things will eventually implode.
You have been talking to that Luther fellow.
Yeah. Him and Guyland of Renar, and you. You know, I don't think this day can get any crazier than it already has. I won't even ask. But man, what is with today? What's the point of this podcast anyway? I thought there was supposed to be a point to this one. Was it what I just said to the mayor?
This just in. It seems Mayor McBlarney has had a change of heart. Reportedly, he was returning from a guest appearance on a podcast when he was met by an animate, quote, smiley flower who invited him to coffee where they talked the matter over. And what the flower said, Mayor McBlarney tells us, quote, just made sense. Just a few minutes ago, he signed a new law removing the ban on Valentine's Day and all the things it stands for. He also bought a special pink-colored pencil for everyone in the town by means of apology. Another happy ending to another news story brought to you start to finish by Channel 2.5 News. This is Ima Anchor saying good night.
Good for them. I want to know what the flower said. But what was with this podcast? It was kind of disjointed.
We interrupt this presentation because we feel like it.
Random.
Life.
Huh?
Life. I think that's what it was. Life's got lessons in it too, but they're not always right in your face like it is in all the shows. Life's disjointed and seemingly random, and if you go through with your eyes shut, you might miss things. Like the Bible says, God does speak, now one way, now another, though man may not perceive it. Maybe sometimes the lessons are there, we just need to look for them to find them. Which can sometimes be as simple as just picking up a Bible. Yeah, I think that's what this was.
I think this was a sleep-deprived writer and caffeine high. I think that's what this was. Signing off, everybody. Gotta go fast because I've completely lost my mind, and if the cameras keep rolling, they're gonna catch my mental breakdown. Camera's off back there. Joey, where's the director?
Yeah. Thanks, Joey. She's coming.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, take that. Joey, what's your ETA?
Taxi!